Good morning. Today's due list, we got two rooftop units not working for a client of ours that we actually sold them first maintenance to when I started the business. Also wanted to do a little intro about the future of the channel, why I do what I do, and I just want you to tag along with me. Let's get it. Yo, what's good? Wanted to introduce myself. My name is Joe. I'm a HVAC contractor here out of Dallas. It's the first time doing a video. Kind of wanted to introduce myself. What better way, better place actually, is where I actually sold my first maintenance when I started my business about almost 10 years ago. I remember when I started. It was a great feeling. Sky's the limit even to this day. I'm actually sitting in front of this unit right here that I actually installed maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. It's for a warehouse. They actually install, or they work, I don't know, they do service on the grid, like on the transformers and all that stuff. So I'm grateful to have this client still, and they trust me to keep maintaining their units. Well, my goal for this channel is just to do vlogs, just to put stuff out there, the good and the bad, pros and cons of business. Love-hate relationship with HVAC. I know a bunch of y'all know or feel that. Sometimes you hate it, sometimes you love it, and usually when you hate it is when you're in the attic or in the heat, dead heat, replacing compressors, or maybe working 8 o'clock and the low voltage short is giving you issues. Yeah, it's like that. It's another relationship. I remember when I first got introduced to HVAC, I was pronouncing it as havoc. It literally kind of is havoc at times whenever we're doing the kind of work. I hope y'all enjoy this content that I do. I'm just winging it. Really don't have plans for it. Really what inspired it was a bunch of young guys getting into the trade, and also my kids, my boys. They're always on YouTube at some point, and they're watching videos of other people. No hate, but like Mr. Beast, people playing video games and Pokemon cards, and no hate to them, but in a sense, I feel like they're becoming their heroes. And when I uploaded my first couple videos, my kids just seeing the light in their eye, like I was a celebrity. It just kind of inspired me to do more videos, and I'm trying to be more consistent with it. But it's hard, especially when you're running a business, and then you got take care of your kids. I got a handful of kids that God blessed me with, that I got to take care of and I'm responsible for. I got a stay-at-home mom that helps a lot. But having to be present and being in business, it's a struggle. But I'm blessed to have that, and I know one day I'll probably look back at this video, or my kids will look back at this video and just see where we started. It's crazy because I have so much videos that I've done, and I just never uploaded, which is something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna upload a whole bunch of videos that I've been recording the past 10 years in business, because I've been in business for 10 years, and I've been in the trades, HVAC specifically, for about 16, 17 years. So I've been doing this for a while. I'll probably talk about how I started my business. No, not probably. I will. Just gonna be transparent with everything that I do. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is actually the first maintenance I sold when I started my business. It used to just be these right here, all these units right here. And then a couple years ago, I installed these two 15-ton units. Oh, I got plenty of videos for this too. I want to talk about it. It was a pretty fun job. I had to move the crane from the front to get to install that one over there, and then the crane had to move to the back to install this one right here. And I remember when I had the crane, it was already at its peak max in the unit. This whole unit was probably like about right here. So when we were lowering it down, me and my guys had to kind of swing it to drop it onto the curb. It was pretty fun, you know. And crane was kind of struggling, but the guys were good. They get paid pretty good for that. I remember that crane fee was, I think I paid like 1,500 for literally like four hours. And even if they did it in 2, I still have to pay them the 4. You know, because it's not just because they have to show up to the job. It's them getting to the shop, having to drive over here. They gotta get paid. They gotta get paid what they're worth. You might wanna ask about how this is, but this basically the owner of the building. He put his own customized hail guards from old units. You know, and I mean they didn't do a good job, but I mean it is what it is. He did what he could. These are the ventilations. The V in HVAC right here pulls out air from the warehouse. Yeah, this is my little studio right now for my intro. But yeah, but fun fact that bucket's been here before I even took over this side of the building. It's probably about 20 years old. But yeah, it's every time I come up to the roof and I take a little break or do my little quotes, I find my chair bucket, and I move it around. Reason why I'm on this roof is I'm working on those 2 units. They're having issues, and those units are pretty old. But I think I replaced a heat exchanger here on that one, and I replaced the coil on that one, and then I replaced the THV on this one, and it's still going. Still going. Still working. So they have a budget, and if it fits that budget, they okay everything. So we're here to take care of them. Specific unit, I like to add this extension right here. The reason why is because if I hook this up directly up here, I won't be able to close this door, this panel on here to check pressures. And when I add this extension, I'm able to have some slack and I can close this door. The reason why you want that is because you want the airflow to go through the coils over here, through the outside. You know, it has to go through here, because if not, if it goes through here, the head pressure on this compressor is going to start going up and give you false readings. So you gotta make sure. Now, carriers also too, reams and roods, like the one over there, has ports. You can actually hook up your gauges to them, but you still need to get in there and put the temperature probes in there so you can get that subcooling and superheat. To check restriction on filter dryers, what I like to do is check the temperature difference. If you get in 92, for example, it needs to be 92. If you get in 92 going in and it's coming out, I don't know, 85, it's starting to restrict. So you don't want that. So that's the way I check it. Back then, what we used to do, we used to put these little thermocouples in there before we had clamps, put black tape, and then hook it up to the meter, do a little bit of math with the little journal, and that's the way we did it. But yeah, it's a way to check it.